I'm here with two members of the cross-country team, Parker Fish and Nolan Lamb. Today we're just going to talk a little bit about how the season's gone so far and a little bit about their cross-country journeys this season. Thanks for joining me, guys.
Yeah.
Nolan, we'll start with you, but I'm curious, what were your guys' initial goals at the beginning of the season?
I would say my initial goal was run fast, run hard, train hard. I knew that it was a big step up from middle school to high school. I knew that high school we would be running 5-6 miles. Middle school was 3 at most. My goal was probably just have fun with it and try hard every meet, give the best effort I can, and PR.
What about you, Parker?
My goal this year has been to break 16 in the 5K because, I haven't been able to do that yet. I've had a little bit of a slow start, but I think I can work my way up slowly but surely and be one of the best runners that Wilsonville's ever had.
Great. And you guys still have around 5. You guys are kind of at a halfway point, I'd say, right?
Probably.
That season?
Yeah.
Cool. So Parker, you're a senior this year. How has your training for races changed over the past 4 years?
Oh boy. My training has gone up. Barkley's been adding those miles and miles to my mileage each week. We've gone from 30 starting freshman year to 60 now, which is crazy. I never thought I would get to this point, honestly, if I was in my opinion.
That's cool. And being a senior, I know a lot of people go on to run in college and run beyond high school. I know that you were kind of thinking about it, but you're not sure yet. How do expectations of other people, I know coaches and parents and things like that, a lot of times there's pressure to do this, do that. How do those expectations play a role in your training and in your performance as a runner?
The expectations, obviously, I get the most expectation from my coaches and my teammates. Parents, I get a little bit, but I'm saying in practice, you can feel the pressure getting to you a little bit, especially since I'm one of the more faster kids on the team, and it gets into your mind a bit. But running is such a good sport because it teaches you how to deal with the expectation, even in the daily practices.
And so when you're running, Barkley gives you a time. He's like, I want you to run this. What are you thinking about when you're running?
Honestly, I had to say my mind it goes blank. I don't think about anything. I just keep focused on my breathing and how my form's looking, and I just do what my coach says, because as coach says, if we don't listen to him, it's bound to go wrong.
Yep. What about you, Nolan?
Yeah, I would say when I'm on the start line, the only thing that I have in my mind is just run. Just run. All you're doing is, it's just normal cross-country practice. You're just running around. Maybe you're just running in your own neighborhood. I try my best to clear everything in my mind, and kind of similar to what Parker said, just strong form, and just don't think about anything else but just running. Because I feel like if I think about other things of, am I going to get this time? Am I not pumping my arms hard enough? Oh, my feet are getting tired. I'm just distracting my mind, and it's just going to make my running take longer.
Yep. Parker, you have been one of Wilsonville's top runners for the last 4 years, and now you're kind of leading one of the leaders on our varsity team, which is really exciting for you. How do you feel about I'm just curious what your thoughts are about your high school running career kind of finally coming to an end. You've got 5, 6 meets left. How do you feel?
I feel I've been pretty accomplished throughout my seasons. I've slowly PR'd every single year, gotten to break numerous PRs every time. This year, I hope to do the same, and even though there's only 5 meets left, I'm going to give it my all and just hope that it ends the way I want it to.
That's really cool. So you did cross country in middle school, and you came into the high school team, and I know you've mentioned how much more demanding it is from middle school. What's kind of the biggest challenge for you coming in?
I would say the biggest challenge is being able to fight over your mind, because psychology is such a big aspect in running. It can really change you. And I think the challenge I've had is when to push, when to think about pushing, and when to fully try my hardest and know that I have nothing in the tank left. I think a challenge that has really impacted so far my season of high school and cross country is just knowing how far am I going to run, how do I have to deal with that, and then how do I have to listen to my body and know if I have a meet the next day, how hard do I want to push so that I can give it the best that I have.
Would you say that, I guess it's for both of you, but would you say that it's cross country is more of a mind game than a real physical game?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's the saying the kids say all the time. It's mental. It's mental.
Oh, it's
24/7. Even though people may seem that see that running is like this, oh, I hate running. I don't want to go that far.
Yeah.
I can't do this. It's super taxing on my body. It's not the that you have sure you can be what any type of physical shape you can have, but your mind, if you can put your mind through it, and if you can push through that running, then I think you can do whatever you set your mind to.
yeah.
That's really cool. I think it's very different from other sports that are more of do you know the sets? Do you know what you're doing? Do you know your role on the team? But I think cross country is more of a sport where it's do I know what I'm capable of? I think that's kind of interesting. So you placed, I remember you saying you placed first at the Putnam race. That your most recent race was on Thursday. Train with some of the upperclassmen.
I like to think about it as if you want to be fast, you have to train with people who are faster than you.
What are some of the things you've learned as you've run with some of those people?
Well, I've learned that I can't run with the fastest kids or else they'll just break me down. And because being a freshman running against a junior or senior, I still have a lot more running to do. And they're at the top of their running. And I need to know that I have to work up to what they're already at. But I think it definitely helps to be pushed by faster runners than me, because it gets into my head more of, I'm running against a very fast kid. I just want to stay with them, and I think I can do really good.
Great. Thank you guys for joining me.
Yeah, sure, John. Thank you.